As a point of fact, I am not the one who made the rules, but the church elders, established long before I saw the light and became a full-fledged member. However, I do have every intention of making sure that they are strictly adhered to. As I was saying, Doctor, the front seat is reserved for the guest of honor, and to the approved and appointed designate chaperone, who will accompany the guest of honor throughout the entire bachelor party tradition. You can rest assured that I will be your driver the whole night and make sure to carry out the party agenda to a T. It's all covered in the mega wedding service contract.
Let's go.
First stop is good eats. There will be no complaining of the grub. It's just that good. I'm all for having dinner, but would you mind sharing the agenda with the participants? In due time. What I will tell you is that after the deli, we have 3 stops planned for the evening, all of which were pre-planned based on Dad's bucket list. You know, the things we ought to do but have yet to do. Fair enough. Captain, you were quite quiet tonight. Usually you're so talkative when we go for a car ride.
Sorry, I'm just reading the tips for a successful and respectful bachelor party in the brochure. How about we do the scavenger hunt at each of the destinations?
That sounds like fun. What should I look for, Capitan?
We will have to make a list. They have some suggestions here. A key ring, a bottle cap. Let's make it a bottle cap at the deli.
You're on, Capitan. That will be easy. Fresh eats inside, gentlemen. I will let you out by the door so you stay dry while I park the car.
Let's go.
Not quite what I expected, but this is nice.
The booth by the window, fellas.
It smells like meat and it's making me hungry.
Hi, Frank. You're here with my uncle.
He's parking the car. We brought you some business. Bachelor party of the 8, including the chaperone and chauffeur.
Have them take a peek at the menu, and I'll be roundabout in a dash. The usual, Frank.
Sure, Tom, and tell them not to be cheap with the gravy this time.
I'll tell them.
And where is that nephew of mine?
He's out doing deliveries, and I told him not to come back till he's been to the market, or there will be no clams in tomorrow's chowder. Who ordered the pastrami?
Pastrami, that's me.
And the egg salad.
Over here.
And the pie. Looks like pumpkin.
Yes, that would be mine.
Where did you see pie, Doc? I want pie. Do you have cherry pie?
I will have to check in the back.
What about cream
We
pies?
have banana cream and a pecan pie with a soft filling.
Banana cream pie is delicious.
Would you like to try a slice?
Maybe blueberry or something.
I will check to see if we still have cherry pie while you decide.
What kind of ice cream do you have? Now that you've all been fed, it's time to get down to business concerning Dad's bucket list. Buckle up, it's a bumpy ride. First order of business is getting out of this rain to a place where the sun is shining far from the land. Buckle up, Captain. We are going on a deep-sea dive.
Let's go.
Hold on a minute. I think I left my bottle cap on the table. The pinballs were amazing, but this is blowing my mind. I have never seen anything like this.
Wow, I had no idea Dad had any interest in deep-sea diving. Makes me wonder what other things I don't know about my own father. Maybe I ought to start paying more attention to the interests of all the other people that I care about.
I wonder where they got the idea that I had an interest in deep-sea diving. Oh well, the others seem to be enjoying it, and it's really not too bad.
What I don't understand is why she went back to the hospital after she found out he wasn't really a doctor.
What I don't understand is how anyone could follow the plot of the movie with those 2 clowns sitting in the front row.
I think you will like our next stop better, Mum. I have heard rave reviews and I called ahead to confirm that they do serve tea. She said it will be at least least an hour, but if we want, we can wait in the lounge downstairs till we get a table.
Sure, sounds like fun. Let's go to the basement. Come on, Mum.
Gentlemen, if you haven't already guessed, we are going skydiving, the #1 bucket list activity in my lifetime of observation. We'll be down to fetch you from the field before you can finish your picnic lunch we'll be sending behind you. Line up single file and wait your turn. We are coming up on the land again.
Shortest to tallest. All right, Professor, you're up. Let's go.
My friend and I couldn't help but overhear you say that you were waiting for a table upstairs. Not going to happen tonight, doll.
Not a doll.
Pardon me. You all look so nice, I was sure you were a doll. Listen, my friend does real well. Some kind of medical supply thing. What do you sell again, Charlie?
Defibrillators.
Anyway, we were just finishing up here and headed over to Charlie's place. We can grab a takeout or something so you don't have to wait for a table.
Come on, girls. Let's go.
Really?
Pardon me, did you think I was talking to you?
The pinballs were amazing and that last place was out of this world, and I think I just wet my jumpsuit. Look out, world, I'm coming home. I should talk to Frank about doing some mechanical maintenance work for them on the side. That helicopter is in serious need of a tune-up, and I suspect they might be using the wrong kind of gas.
Oh snap, we forgot to do the scavenger hunt on the last activity, and from deep sea to skydiving I'm really starting to feel like I don't even know my own father.
Busy here tonight.
Just a quick stop here on our girls' night out, Mum.
The pajama party would not be complete without our favorite snacks.
And a small carton of overpriced ice cream. It's so busy. Betty, why don't you run in, and Mom and I will wait in the car.
You can't park there. Excuse me. You will have to move your car.
That was fast. I hope you didn't forget we are almost out of toilet paper. Betty, what are you doing in there?
If I don't put the ice cream away, it will melt all over the counter.
What is all that noise about?
I still have to feed the birds. Stupid bird cage. When I bought it, I really thought it was going to fit in the living room.
Come on, Betty. Tell me if my butt looks fat in these pajama pants.
Just a smidge.
I'm changing.
Why? Nobody will see you.
Like those nobody creeps leaving the bar?
They probably never leave the bar.
Unless it's closing.
Just go change your pajama pants.
Mum, what's wrong? You haven't said a word since the bar, and you've hardly touched your ice cream.
God only knows how much time we have left on this green earth. This parachute could malfunction and I could be sent hurling into the ground at enormous speed with no chance of escape. Maybe I will think more about this later.
It appears that we have a stowaway on board. Last-minute jitters, Doctor? It helps if you don't look down. Would you mind fetching the grub, Frankie? Doctor, out of respect for the guest of honor, may I suggest that you clear the hull so Frankie can deliver the picnic lunch?
Yes, with all things considered, I thought it best to stay on board and regroup with the others riding shotgun alongside with you after safely landing the helicopter. Suit yourself, Doc. I just have to deliver the picnic lunch. The quicker I can get the cargo door closed, the sooner we can get out of here. We did plenty of jumps before I was discharged and came home from the Wait a minute. There must be a mix-up. This can't be my bucket list.
I could probably sue. Yes, I could most definitely sue. I would have to survive in order to take advantage of any kind of payout, but I could certainly sue. These things can be quite costly and take years to settle, however equitable the final outcome. This is actually quite invigorating. I haven't felt this alive in quite some time. A rather splendid experience in its own sort of way. Yes, I could sue them to high heaven.
I can't believe your luck, Mom. Every time I got 4 of a kind, you would beat me on the draw with a straight flush.
Tell me about it. The last time I got all 4 aces was over a half hour ago when you bluffed going all in. Otherwise, I would be the one sitting on the futon.
Doc landed over here, but I still haven't found the professor.
Yes, I found the professor.
I've got to tell you, Doc, that was a stellar approach. If it hadn't been for the sudden gust of wind that pulled you back and carried you for another 300 feet, you probably would have cleared the trees entirely, and who knows where you would have ended up. You are lucky to be alive. It must have been the ride of a lifetime.
Picnic lunch is here.
They pack a fine lunch. You know, I haven't jumped from a plane in a long time. This old jumpsuit has gone and stirred up some old memories. Some good and some I will just have to carry with me anyway. A fine lunch and fine company, and soon I will have a fine wife as well. What more could a man want?
I want to know my dad.
I want to get out of this jumpsuit. Looks like our chariot awaits.
Let's go.
Betty, promise me, next time we can't decide between pizza and Chinese, we will flip a coin. I am so stuffed I couldn't eat another bite.
I feel like gravity is changing and the futon is getting bigger.
I heard somewhere that gravity isn't real.
Really?
Yes, I really heard that somewhere.
Gentlemen, we have arrived at our final destination. Do you know where we are? We are in the back lane behind the church parking lot again, right where this bachelor party began. Look ahead. We have one last bucket list item to tend to before you can be dismissed. The guest of honor is inside now deciding how each of you will be branded. Wait a minute. I have no intention of getting a tattoo tonight, and I doubt the captain's dad would take the slightest offense at my objection. It's all in the service contract. It's part of the waiver and commitment section that each of you initialed in the signing of the assumed responsibility portion of the terms and conditions. It was right after the quick review of definitions in regards to only a formality. I'm afraid I'm under obligation to make sure that the contract is fulfilled.
Why aren't you picking out tattoos for your friends? Look, I'm not sure how to say this, but listen. I wasn't going to say anything, and quite honestly, it's a little embarrassing, but there must have been some kind of mix-up with the bucket lists. Everyone seemed to be enjoying it well, until now. I hope you understand. We got the memo from head office, and my understanding is that they don't make mistakes, but you seem like a good guy with no reason to lie to me, so I'm going to confer with my counterpart associate.
Wrong bucket list. Well, I suppose it could happen. What do you think, Frankie? What do you think they are discussing while we are helplessly locked in the car anticipating a whole lot of needles?
Perhaps how big the X on your forehead is going to be.
They might be discussing my objection with the captain's dad and coming to reasonable terms. Between fellows, there doesn't appear to be a conflict of interest. What do you think, Frankie?
It's getting late.
Well, if everyone is happy and you won't be saying anything about this to the elders, let's say we cut from work early, Frankie, and just go our separate ways. We can keep it on the down low, couldn't we, Frankie?
Yeah, wrong bucket list. Let's go.
Hey, thanks for watching to the end.